Good morning, goeiemorgen, moweni, salamu alaikum. I am Mr. Tony Sylvester and I'll be responsible for the life skills component of the foundation phase program at UWC. The life skills component is a vitally important aspect of the foundation phase program as the World Health Organization defines it as the abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enables individuals deal effectively with the demands and challenges of everyday life. And as you know it, our students are exposed to so many things in the real world. Just think of the things that you expose to every day out there in your communities, in your environments. And those are the things that we have to prepare our students for and see that they can deal with it, and therefore we teach them life skills. Life skills can be seen as abilities one have that everyone needs to be successful. I always say, let's think of life skills as a fourth arm, that you can reach out and see if you can cope with all these things that happens in the child's real world. Then we can say the life skills they need to deal with the aspects of bullying, abuse, low self-esteem, poverty, criminality and violence. All of these things, like I've mentioned earlier on, we try to give them the skills that they can cope and be resilient and therefore fight back to deal with these things, okay? Now, if we look at life skills, the CAPS document is the curriculum which prescribes the content that must be covered within the life skills component. And the CAPS curriculum defines life skills as the skills central to their holistic development. Holistic development meaning we've got to work with the child holistically, not just little aspects of the child, but take all of those physical, cognitive, mental, social, emotional development of the child and develop each one so that the child can be developed holistically. We also have to do this in an integrated way. And what do I mean by integrated way? Where we take all the aspects of life skills, music, drama, dance, and try to weave it into the unfolding of the concepts in maths, language, and in life skills, thus making the classroom more effective, more fun, and the learners can learn in a fun and a playful manner. Now, integration of the life skills in the classroom. Life skills, we said, is one of the three subjects, as I mentioned, maths, languages, and life skills. Now, the life skills component covers the largest part of the curriculum. There are 13 components. And all these 13 components needs to be integrated into the life skills lesson, but also into all the lessons in the foundation phase. So when you're teaching a class in the foundation phase, you have to see that when I teach maths, that they're able to sing a little song, they're able to count, they're able to do a little drama, they're able to use their fingers, parts of the body, all of those things you integrate so that the child sees how this whole thing comes to flourishing in the theme that you're addressing. Now the components, the next, I would just like to speak to you about the components of life skills. We have 4 main headings, and these headings would be beginner knowledge, creative arts, physical education, and then personal and social well-being. Under the beginner knowledge, we're looking at natural science. The child must be exposed to natural sciences. So we're going to teach them the basics of science. We're going to teach them technology. We're going to teach them social studies, which is your geography and your history. That's beginner knowledge. So you have to be exposed to all of these parts under beginner knowledge within the life skills component, other than the theoretical aspects. Then we're looking at creative arts, which I find the fun part, where we sing, we dance, we do drama, we do visual art. This is the expressive part. So you as the teacher also need to understand aspects of music, drama, dance, visual art, so that you can stimulate that little child and get that little child to become totally infused into all of these different things that you are trying to make them understand the actual content of the life skills component. So we're looking at performing arts, music, drama, visual arts. Then physical education, you also need to have understanding of physical education, the development of the child, not only physically, but also mentally, cognitively, right? gross motor, fine motor, all of those things you have to. So you have to take the children out or in the classroom and try to develop those things with different apparatus or different physical activities. And the last part of the 4 components would be your personal and social well-being. Here we're looking at the social, emotional well-being of the individual. We're looking at sexuality education. We're looking at health education. And very importantly, you also have to have done first aid. And then the textbook that we need for the prescribed textbook for life skills will be this Teaching Life Skills in the Foundation phase. And you can use this textbook from 1st year to 4th year. So the teaching times, 1st year, semester 1, you will have classes on a Tuesday and a Thursday. And then in the afternoons in the 6th class, you will have music in the 1st semester and drama in the 2nd semester. Second years, in the 1st semester, you will have science and technology. And then the 2nd semester, you will have geography and history. The 3rd year, you don't have set classes, but you do have classes in the 6th period for visual art in the 2nd semester. And in the 4th year, 1st semester, physical education and dance. And in the final semesters, in the 4th year, you have first aid. In conclusion, or during the life skills lessons, should be alive, like I explained before. You cannot be a boring teacher. You cannot stand there and be shy. You've got to show what you've got, girls and boys. Very important, right? You've got to be that actor, that actress that the learners can learn from. You've got to actually get them going. So you cannot be a boring teacher. Then you should teach senior phase or FET phase. There's a different way of doing things in the foundation phase. And that is what I want to see. And that is what I'm hoping to carry over to you, right? So the things that we learn when we go out with life skills, the learner learns to respect others, learn to respect his or her peers, learn to respect people in the family. And with all these skills, finally, when they go out into the real world, they will have a good work ethic and do well in the workplace. In order to give children the best to maximize their potential, we need to start early to teach children to accept key life skills, to create shared goals, thus giving all the children access to a world of possibilities.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tembisa Kosi. I'm one of the lecturers in the foundation phase. I will be talking about the choices that you have in literacy teaching in the foundation phase. If you do English as your home language in literacy teaching, or you do Afrikaans as your home language, then you will have to do isiXhosa as your second additional language. But if you do isiXhosa as your home language in literacy teaching, then you will do Afrikaans as your second additional language. There are benefits on that. The second additional language is more communicative, and you will learn from cultures and experiences from your fellow students. Again, you will gain skills that are needed in the 21st century. And in return, what do we expect from you? We expect you to commit and participate online. You don't have to be anxious about this. We have IT specialists that are going to train you. And you are also surrounded by knowledgeable lecturers that are going to take you through your journey. Well done, class of 2021. You have made a good choice. Now you belong to the dynamic community of leaders and scholars. Thank you so much.